In order to protect the lives of others, EMT paramedic Tony Brown put his own life on the line. It was in the early morning hours of May 28th when this paramedic confronted a dangerous situation.
I observed two men in the street that were fighting, and there was oncoming traffic that was going to hit them had I not gotten out.
As cars slammed their brakes, what Tony saw was far worse than he could have imagined.
Their headlights illuminated the scene and illuminated the men that were behind me on the ground. I turned around, at which point I observed a man laying motionless in the road and another very large man with a knife over him.
Tony paused, contemplating what to do. The aggressor raised the knife at Tony, then continued to attack the victim.
Once I heard the victim call out to me and I knew that he was alive, I knew that there was a life at stake here. I made the decision that I was going to get involved. I knew I was okay with losing my life, but what I wasn't okay with was going to bed every night for the rest of my life with that voice in my head saying, help me, please stop him.
After disabling the attacker, Tony dragged the victim suffering from multiple stab wounds from that scene. With a life hanging in the balance, Tony rushed the victim to UMC Trauma as his partner rendered care. The man had 32 stab wounds. Incredibly, he survived. Tony visited him in the hospital days later. His first question to the man, "Do you remember me?"
And he just said yes and thank you.
Tony says this is why he entered the profession.
That's all of our dream, is to come to work and to actually save someone's life. And I got to walk out of there knowing that someone got to continue life because we went out and chose to fight for it.
And that's why Anthony Brown is our Red Cross everyday hero.